So first of all, it's really a pleasure to be here, and I really would like to congratulate Mr. Deputy Prime Minister and the Montenegrin government for what you've done. It's really amazing. I think you should be acknowledged, you should be appreciated for this incredible effort, which really displayed a lot of leadership, not just in the region, I think well beyond the region. And in fact, when speaking with Jovan, and Jovan said we should do something together, I spoke with President Renzi, and we agreed that we really should do something together before we meet in Denmark next year together with Montenegro to keep up the momentum, maybe in Rome. I would like to start my speech going back to the map that Evelyn from ILGA showed us. And of course, every time we see that colorful map, there are thoughts that come across our minds. Of course, I have to think to the 22% of my country, which shows that there is a lot to do. By the way, today is an important, I would say, historical date for Italy, because in the Justice Committee in the Senate, we started discussing the bill on civil partnerships. So we hope to bring this legislation forward as soon as possible. President Renzi made a very clear statement, a public statement, took a commitment in this respect. But really, the three thoughts I had were, first, that if we look at that map, we still see that Europe is probably the best place in the world for LGBTI people to live. The second is, though, that we shouldn't be resting on the laurels, because there are other areas in the world which are coming up, like the US, of course, but I also think to Latin America, where they're doing a lot of big efforts. So we have been the first in class, but we will not be forever if we don't keep up the good work. And the third is that, of course, there are countries, there are areas where we haven't been so good as we should be. Now, let's think one moment about Europe, because this is what really brought us together here. Europe has been a space in geography where Europeans for centuries have been killing each other. And there was a time in which we realized that there was a secret, there was something special we could do, which was putting together our diversity to come up with a common identity. So leveraging, taking advantage of how different we were to build something new which would make us much bigger than we would be alone. And I think this is really what we should do. We should celebrate our diversity, we should be aware of that, and we should leverage the diversity that we have within our countries. And I think this is what really is the Idaho Forum, is thinking about how different we are, and that this can be the secret of our success. You know that at this moment, for many people, Europe is just a place where numbers come from, austerity measures. But I think that, and my Prime Minister often says that we should go back to the values of Europe, to the idea that we have of Europe, the idea that other people have of Europe. We should go back to our common values. So being able to produce legislation that really catches up with the social changes that we are experiencing everywhere in Europe, I think it's something important that can also defeat anti-Europeism and populism, which is that we are experiencing in many countries. So I think the Idaho Forum is really very important, because it allows us to share good practices, to monitor where we're going, to learn from each other. And I think it's an incredible experience that we go through every year. It's been great to be here for the second time, and I really look forward to being in Denmark next year. And I think the statement you signed is a very important document, because it really gives an even wider breadth to what we're doing, especially in this part of Europe. So congratulations again. I think there's a lot we can learn from what you've done, and we were very happy to be here. So keep up the good work, and see you everyone in Denmark. And this is what you signed. I think you should be very, very proud of it.